There's too many folks who are working harder than ever and actually having less to show for it. And Governor Walker, he just doesn't get it. In his own words, he said, "We don't have a jobs problem." Well, he's wrong. The typical Wisconsin family saw their income drop by nearly $3,000 in 4 years. A $3,000 drop. That's a jobs problem. In Wisconsin, we're dead last in the Midwest in job growth under Governor Walker. That's a jobs problem. And Milwaukee County will need 6 more years to get back the jobs that it lost in the Great Recession under Scott Walker. That's a jobs problem. Governor Walker thinks that you give tax breaks to those at the top and special interests. your friends and neighbors, making sure they understand just how important this election is. Now, because of that work, and because of the belief of each and every one of you that we must do better, victory is within our grasp. Now, thank you. I want to thank you for the work that you have already done, but I'm going to ask you to dig a little deeper. You need to sign up to volunteer, to keep talking to your friends and family members. Make sure that people get to the polls and vote. Make sure that they know how important this election is to the future of